I woke up at 2:30 this morning. That is my Parkinson's disease. But while I was awake, I decided to finally go down the food stamp rabbit hole. And wow, I knew that food stamps were getting cut off on November 1st. I myself received food stamps as a disabled person. Um, I have gotten a letter that said my benefits could be lost on November 1st and a text message. Okay. But I haven't been really into what the news and social media is saying. And I'm not one to get all jumpy in politics and stuff. So I'm going to go from a different area, not politics. The only thing I want to say about the politics is shame on all of you all for not doing the jobs that you're elected to do. You were elected to sit in an office and make policies, and instead you chose to go home. So shame on you. So, about the food stamps, I find it really interesting. Um, there is no middle ground from what I can see. It's either all or nothing. All the people who get food stamps don't deserve them, are lazy, don't work, and have too many babies. That's one all. Another is we all deserve to get benefits. That's another all. Now, neither of these are true, you know, and then there's the nothing. No one deserves food stamps. No one deserves help. No one deserves anything. So it's either all or nothing. But there's no middle ground. There's no persons thinking outside themselves, or they're not voicing it. I'm going to say that there are people thinking outside themselves, they just haven't voiced it. Now, we have a lot of people online who get food stamps and they are so angry and they are voicing it in a very negative way and talking about stealing and things like that. This is not an answer. We need to find a middle ground. We need to understand one another. Not everybody who's on food stamps wants to stay on food stamps. Not everybody who's on food stamps does it as a means to raise their children and have money and stay home. Not everybody on food stamps goes and has more babies and more babies to keep collecting benefits. Some people do stop at one. Some people might have two or three and circumstances change to where they need to be on food stamps for a little while. For me, I am disabled with Parkinson's and I have food stamps. And I have a beautiful bedroom here that I live in the basement of my kid's home. I have Social Security disability and I am not able to work, try as I might. I have issues trying to work or do anything and need frequent breaks and rests during the day due to my Parkinson's disease. Working's not an option. Um, and there's many people like me and elderly people. And The room I live in is beautiful, but it's just a 10 by 12 space. And outside of my room that's in the basement, it's not even completely finished yet. There's still the floor joist from the upstairs. It's not insulated or closed up. There are not walls, and there's still cement floor. But this is what I can afford with the income that I have. But that doesn't mean I have to go steal something or be angry or upset. It is how things are. And as time progresses, I will make it better and do more. But being angry and stealing, that's not the answer. Calling people lazy and names, that's also not the answer. The problem with all of this is fear mongering. I feel like it's fear mongering. I feel like we have a couple of kids on the playground that are fighting. If you don't do this, then I'm going to do this. And if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this. And they're doing it to each other. And they're taking away each other's toys, but the toys they're taking away are us, the people. We're their pawns. Now, on a geopolitical scale, this isn't going to look too good on the United States. So, in a little way, I don't see it actually happening. It isn't even confirmed. The information I got from my state for SNAP said could. Didn't say would. It said could be affected. Didn't say it would be affected. But we've taken coulds and woulds and maybes and we've made them big and we're fighting against each other. And why? Why are we fighting against each other? We hired people to do this job when we voted. When they were voted into office. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I didn't vote because I don't see a point in voting anymore because it really doesn't make any changes because, you know, I'm not a lobbyist. I don't have money to get things done the way I want them to get done. But that's a whole nother issue. The real issue is that we voted people, or you all, whoever voted people into office to do a job. And they need to do the job. And they need to remember that the people who voted them into office are not toys or pawns to be moved around their chessboard, to be fear-mongered, to be upset, and to be stressed. Why? Why is this supposedly the greatest country on earth and we want to stress our people to the max about everything, every day, all the time, on repeat? This is why I don't watch the news. Anyways, that's my 2 cents weighing in on everybody else's. My suggestion, if your food stamps get cut, rice and beans, they go very, very far. Nothing processed, it costs more. Nothing packaged in smaller packages or convenience, it costs much more. Rice, beans, broth, pasta. You will not starve, and neither will your children. Just keep it real simple and real clean. Hope this helped anybody. Bye.